Texas went down 31-14, and reports had come out that morning that their coach, like I just said, my old head coach, Steve Sarkisian, flirting with some NFL interest for any openings that might come about this offseason. Sark ultimately disputed those rumors. But nevertheless, busy day for the Longhorns, and their offense, which had looked unimpressive most of the season, had been slowed to a standstill for the first 27 minutes of the game outside of this route right here. Things were very bleak until this happened for Sark's squad. This is the first play of the fourth quarter. You just saw it. It's the deep post shot to Ryan Wingo, who Ryan Wingo is an absolute baller. The Longhorns need to feed him the rock even more. He's a unit. But he's going to go on the deep post as the head man in the bunch. You got a little curl route that's just searching for green grass, and then a little wheel route by the inside most receiver in the bunch. This is excellent protection by the offensive line for Texas. They're going to slide to their right, and it's the perfect play call because defensively, Mississippi State's going to drop that end. The reason I bring that up is for Arch, it allows him to escape to the pocket to the left and buy time to ultimately hit this deep post shot down the field. But check this out. Arch has the arm strength. He's got the mobility. When you piece it together, it looks pretty. Ryan Wingo's got the speed, and dude is physical too. Home run shot. This started the momentum in the fourth quarter for the Longhorns that they needed desperately. You go from that was the fourth quarter, back to the first quarter, though. This is literally, that's the first play of the fourth quarter. This is the first play of the entire game. And I wanted to show you this one because I love Ryan Wingo. He's an absolute weapon. I don't know how many catches he had, but it was not many. If I'm Sark, get this dude the rock because he can do something with it afterwards. Love the design by Sark, though. He's going to have 5 players out to one side, 5 players to the right. And the Ole Miss, Lane Kiffin, Sark's buddy, the breakdown we just did, we talked about 4 out to one side. Well, what happens when you have 5 out to one side? They're going to swing Wingo in a little swoop motion, or Sark used to call it swoop. What did he call that? The signal was always this, like X swoop with Sark. And then they're just going to easy throw, get an easy completion to Arch. This is an easy read because you're putting 5 out to one side, yet Mississippi State still has 3 defenders, a corner, a safety, and a linebacker backside. That is a huge numbers advantage for Texas because they're going to have this slot receiver just block the most dangerous. You got a tight end working out, running back working out. Running back might be on a little run fake. Nevertheless, though, there is numbers to this side, and then when Wingo makes someone miss, it's a home run shot. Zone read, ball out, numbers on your side, boom. And look at this. Look at this. That dude is fast. That dude is physical. Wrapping up is optional for the Mississippi State secondary. It's a heck of a play. Heck of a play. Arch had his most productive game of the season versus a Power 4 opponent. He was 29 of 46, 346 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. This, I'll get to the touchdown throw next. This I thought this is a 1st and 10. It's in the fourth quarter. This is where the flashes of Arch are really good. And it's not just like, oh, we were totally overhyping Arch. No, he shows it at times. It's just a matter of piecing it together. He's got a little circus route that he's going to hit to the top of the screen here. The tight end's on a little 5-yard out to the top of the screen. He's got a post, and he's got a dig route versus Tampa 2 coverage for the defense. This dig's actually wide open here as well. But he's going to fit a circus route on the top of the screen in very tight coverage. This is an excellent throw, and they needed it. This is fourth quarter. Can't waste any of those opportunities. Bang, tight window. That corner's trying to play 2 for 1. Excellent throw by Arch. I mentioned the stat line and the touchdowns. This is the touchdown that put him within 1 score, I believe. My bad for not writing down the score. But they're going to motion this receiver in. You're going to fake the block. And then he's got a little, what do we call this under Sark's offense? I'm blanking, but he's got a vertical shot by the slot that's ultimately going to be a touchdown. You got two tight ends to the top of the screen. First one's working a corner, second one's working a dig. Arch nose versus a one high safety playing in the middle of the field. There's no help over the top of this receiver. He's got one-on-one down here. Take advantage, put this ball up, allow your receiver to make a play. Mississippi State, they're bringing six guys. They're bringing six. That oftentimes means it's man coverage behind it. Use your mobility, Arch, and I'll do an offseason breakdown on this. I think at this stage in Arch's career, I don't think he has great pocket awareness for how mobile he is. Like there's a lot of quarterbacks that are better in the pocket from a mobility standpoint that are probably a half second slower than him in the 40-yard dash. But he buys just enough time, gets the ball up, touchdown shot. That play gets Texas within one touchdown there. Fourth quarter, 3rd and 4, got to stay on the field. Sark, do you trust your young quarterback? Yes, he does. This is a really good throw. You got an out route in the slot. You got a slant route to the top of the screen. You got a curl by the tight end and a dig by the receiver on the bottom of the screen. We talked about it in the Ole Miss breakdown. Out-breaking route here in the slot versus inside leverage, an inside leverage safety. Yeah, rolled up on your slot receiver. 3rd and 4, trust in Arch, wide side of the field, gets the ball out of his hands. Accurate throw, moving the sticks, had to have it. There's 7:40 left in this game. You don't deliver that throw, you're on the sidelines not making anything happen. I thought it was a really good fourth quarter by Arch Manning. Probably his best game of the year. Certainly not perfect. Texas has to get a lot better offensively. But if you're looking for areas to be optimistic, I think that fourth quarter, especially for Arch, was big time. I want to get into the Texas defense real quick. And I don't talk a lot about defense, so you know it's good stuff when I bring the footage defensively. And I thought it was a great coordinator cat and mouse game. 2 straight defensive coordinator wins for Texas, which we'll talk through. It's late in the fourth quarter. I believe it's tied right now. It's 3rd down. Gotta have it. It's 3rd and 12. Gotta get off the field if you're Texas. Texas elects to walk up 6 defenders here in the box. 6 defenders here in the box. What they're going to do is a little pick and roll type of pass game where this linebacker is going to rush at the right guard, trying to pick it for his defensive tackle to loop around him. And what happens, I actually don't know if I have a back view. What happens is that pick and roll forces the right guard, hopefully I have a back view, the right guard and the running back to just not be on the same page, and you get a sack. Hopefully I have a back view. I don't. Let me give it to you one more time then. So you're rushing 7 guys this first time on a 3rd and 14. Not to belabor the point, but you got this linebacker rushing against the right guard, and then he's going to slip through when he has leverage. This defensive tackle here is going to loop around him. Running back tries to pick him up, but just too much pressure. Ultimately, the linebacker gets the sack. But the point I'm trying to drive home is on this 3rd down, they come after Mississippi State. That's the biggest takeaway. They come after Mississippi State with an inside game by the defensive tackle and the linebacker. Later that game, or the very next drive, it's 3rd and 6, another 3rd down. 4th quarter, there's 19 seconds left in the game. This is the down in the game. It's tie ball game. If Mississippi State gets a completion right here, they might have a field goal and win this thing. Defensive coordinator, this is why you're getting paid millions of dollars to dial up something here. Well, what is Mississippi State thinking that they're going to do? They're thinking that they're going to do the exact same thing. Texas is going to do the exact same thing they did on the very last 3rd down. Walk up 7 guys and bring pressure. They're given that same exact look right here, right? 2, 4, just 6 guys this time, but a very similar walking guys up. You're expecting pressure. except this time with the two linebackers right here walking themselves up, they back out the guy that's looking like he's blitzing, and they bring the linebacker that does not look like he's blitzing. Again, forcing this Mississippi State offensive line and running back to process. And the reason that matters, little things that end up being huge things, the reason that matters is this running back in the backfield gets confused. He steps up aggressively as if he's supposed to block this linebacker, but he's not. That's not his responsibility, but he has it in the back of his mind from the last drive of like, oh, I can't give up a sack. I got to be up there in pass protection. And as a result of thinking he's in pass protection, he's late to get out in the pass concept. And if he gets out quicker, which is what Mississippi State's quarterback's looking for, they might get this running back the ball, and he very well might pick up 6 yards, keep the chains moving, get Mississippi State in field goal range, and beat Texas with a last-second field goal. This is a defensive coordinator win by Texas, playing mind games, knowing that, hey, last time I brought the house, they're thinking I'm going to bring the house again. Let me back out of it, and this running back slow to roll. I'll play it a couple times. See, running back steps up. He's like, oh, crap, that's not my guy to block. And then he's too late for the quarterback to actually get him the ball. That's a lot going on. But they're going to back this backer out. They're going to bring this linebacker. This running back thinks he's blocking this linebacker, but he doesn't need to. The center and the guard have it covered. As a result of him stepping up, he's late to get out of the backfield, and they miss an opportunity for a completion as a safety valve for this quarterback, which could have kept the Mississippi State on the field and could have led to a game-winning field goal for the Bulldogs later in that game. Love the defensive coordinator mind games there. And Tanner, let's throw up this last slide. At 6-2, the Athletic gives Texas a 5% chance of winning the SEC after this weekend. And it took overtime for the Longhorns to survive 2 of the 3 teams that are still winless in the SEC. With 3 current top 10 teams, Vandy, Georgia, Texas A&M, still left on their schedule. That's not a good sign if you're Texas. You've been struggling with the bottom tier of the SEC, and look at the gauntlet that they have. You guys have heard me say it before too. Arkansas's offense, they wake up on the right side of the bed. I actually didn't see how they did this past week, so take that with a grain of salt. I got to watch that film. But Texas A&M looks legit. That game for the Aggies could be for a first-round bye in the CFP. Obviously, they're going to be focused. It's a rivalry game, but that could be for a first-round bye. Georgia, huge stakes. And then Vandy, not only stakes for Vandy and their SEC title hopes and CFP hopes, but if Diego Pavia is talking Heisman, they need to make that happen as well.